Hello, this is a little one of my little pet peeve stories. Um, let's back a little bit. Okay, the mailman. Um, Nothing real big about that. Um, you know, our mail service, we don't have the same mailman all the time. Sometimes it's even a lady that's putting, the mail in the mailbox. But on your mailbox, there, on the some mailboxes are different, but the regular basic mailbox, the door shuts tight up underneath a little lip thing, so it seals. It happens so many times that they open the mailbox, put the stuff in, and just barely shut it. And it's only happened once where it rains and it gets inside the mailbox, gets your mail all wet. I don't see how hard it is to close the mailbox tightly like it was when you opened it. But yeah, I mean, they're still doing it. They still don't shut it real tight. A little bit of a gap. But fortunately, I've gotten the mail before it's rained. But really for the mailman, that's really the only thing I have about that. Trash service. We use one of those big dumpsters. Those big green dumpsters have two wheels. You pull it backwards and you take it out to the street so that the next day when the trash man's coming, they can get it for you. It's nice because it holds a lot of garbage, If there's a lot of garbage, they take it and they hook it on the back of the truck, and then they do this lever and it dumps it, Otherwise, they'll just throw open the lid, and take the garbage out, and throw it in the back. Just leave it there. But when they have to tote it over there to the back of the truck, they don't always put it back in the same place. The dumpster thing. It's not. We've had it almost in the middle of our driveway where I have to get out of my vehicle, when I get home, and move it so I can get into my driveway. It's like I was always taught, put things back where you get them. And even if it was in the middle of the driveway, I don't know why I would do that, but be considerate enough to put it to the side. But yeah, and then we've had I've had times where I go to get the trash, the dumpster, and to put it back, and the lid's broken. And the pin that holds the lid on is laying on the ground. How do you not notice that you just broke the lid to the little dumpster? I'm like, ugh. And then a lot of times when they get done dumping it, they'll put it in the ditch, or it'll be knocked over when you get home. And there was one of my neighbors, older lady, after they got done dumping her trash, it was over on its side. She was having trouble, getting it picked back up. I had to help her one day. Let's see what else. That's really about all the trash service. They're not too bad, but sometimes they can be annoying. Maybe it's the job. Maybe they don't like their job. I think that's all about the trash man. Yeah. How about the paperboy, who all gets delivered a paper? We had signed up to get a paper, and we would go out to get the paper, and it'd be in our yard. You know, I'd like it on my porch. It'd be more convenient. But, and then also they were throwing it out by the mailbox. Okay, well, are they trying to tell me something here? So we got one of those. Ours here in Oklahoma are yellow. Well, I don't know if they're all yellow. Depends on the city, I think. But anyway, it's like a yellow box that you put. It's specifically for the paper. And so we got one of those. I think it was like a one-time charge of $20 or something for the box, and you mount it yourself. So I did that, and so we get that done. Then the next day, supposed to get a paper. I go out to get it out of the box, and it's laying on the ground. The paper's laying on the ground. I'm like, what happened? Did he try to put it in there and don't go, or it fell out? What happened? You know, I don't understand. So I got it, you know, took it inside. The next day, it's in our yard. I'm like, does he not know we have a box out here? I'm confused. So I didn't say anything this time. And then, like the next day, I went out to get it, and I don't see it. I'm like, where's the paper at? I'm looking, you know, it wasn't in the box, of course. It's not in my yard. It's not on my porch. Well, across the street, I see a paper in their driveway, and it's all tore up. Well, their dog got a hold of it because it was laying on the ground, and he tore it up. So, okay, I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm going to call. And I called, and I said, we have a box now. Can you tell our paper boy for our address, paper person, to make sure it gets into our box? Because we're having problems with, now we have problems with the dog tearing up our paper. So if it's in their box, he's not going to get it, probably. So solved that problem, but I'm like, I can imagine not, you know, being a paper boy or a paper delivery person. It's not a fun job. You have to get up really early. I'd done it a couple times when I was a kid, helped my brother. But let's see, 8 minutes. Not a whole lot on those three subjects. But you let me know if you've had, you know, what your story was with the mailman, if anything happened, the Paperboy, and Trashman. Let's see. Yeah, let's go a little bit longer. People in public, you know, just general people out, you know, shopping, whatever. People that you see in public. I'm a social person. I'll talk to people. You know, I hold the door open for people. You know, I say excuse me when trying to get by somebody. These things, you know, and I'll say thank you if somebody opens the door for me. Those things are lost, you know, what do you call those? Lost politeness, you know, consideration for people. It's a lost language. I don't know what else you'd call it. You know, I'll hold the door open for somebody. I can be kind of a smart aleck sometimes because I get tired of people not being, you know, appreciative. But I'll open the door for somebody, and if they don't say thank you, I'll say you're welcome. And my wife, she gets irritated with me when I do that. I've only had somebody look back one time when I said that. Otherwise, I don't think they even hear me, or they're not even, you know, They're in their own world. I'll say excuse me to somebody walking down the aisle. A lot of times they'll smile and do this or whatever, but occasionally they'll not say anything. And then when they're getting in my way, no excuse me. Or if I'm looking at something on the aisle and they'll just walk right in front of me, no excuse me. I'm like, okay. Let's see. When I worked at this one apartment complex, I was on my break, and I was sitting at there's a place where they call the business center, and they have a couple computers, and I was sitting at one of the computers looking at something, and a lady come over and she sat down over there on the next one, and she looks over at me. I go, hello. She doesn't say anything. I know she heard me. And I go, how are you today? No response. And I go, well, I'm glad to hear that. And then she says, hey, I don't have to talk to you. I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't know you. I don't have to talk to you. I go, I was just being nice. I don't have to talk to you. I'm like, okay. So, because I finished her I finished her sentence. Well, I didn't finish it. I said what she should have said to me. Or no, was that right? No, you know what? I think I said, I'm fine, thank you, or something. Anyway, as if she should have said something back to me. I don't know. Anyway, she got all upset. So, yeah. Every once in a while you run into people like that just think they're just way too good to talk to you or give you any kind of acknowledgement at all. Let's see. Like at you go to the register to check out with your groceries or whatever you're buying, and the checker is like a professional checker should be should say hello, and even say how are you today? Did you find everything all right? It's rare to get that these days. I get some of the younger people that are talking to somebody else and not concentrating on getting my stuff checked out. I'd like to go. I've been here for an hour, shopping, and I'm ready to go home now. Do your job. I used to check. I was a checker. I know how. I know what to do. Do your job. Be focused. Be polite. Ring up the stuff, and bag it. Have it ready so they can go. You have people behind me waiting to check out too, because you are taking so long with my stuff. They're having to wait behind me. It's like, makes you just want to say, and grab the boy's tie or something. Hey, can you focus and get my stuff rung up so I can go? Or, young lady, or even older lady, can you move just a little bit quicker and wait to talk to him on your break or something? I'd like to get going, and these people behind me are getting they're getting impatient too. Anyway, let me know if you've had one of those checkers that just drive you nuts, that don't have a clue. I know there's another job. I didn't like it, but it's my job, so I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, right? That's what you got to do. Learn from it. Maybe you'll have a better job someday. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I know these stories weren't as good as maybe the other ones, but maybe you can relate and have a little story for me or something. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you all in the next one. Bye.